Dear boys, today we shall discuss about the types of simple epithelial tissue which is found in the body of human beings. Why the tissue is called as simple epithelium? Simple epithelial tissue is made up of single layer of epithelial cells. You see, the cells are arranged in a single layer. Then this type of epithelial tissue is named as single or simple epithelial tissue. So where they are located? See, this type of tissues are found in the body cavities and ducts. Glands are having the tubular structures for discharging their secretions. That tubular structures are called as ducts. See, the inner lining of ducts and the inner lining of the body cavities are lined with a type of epithelial tissue. That epithelial tissue is called as a simple epithelial tissue, which is made up of single layer of cells. So simple epithelial tissue is further divided or classified into the following kinds. They are squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, and glandular epithelium. These are the 5 different types of epithelial tissue that are located in our body in different areas or in different organs in the body of human beings. The first one is a squamous epithelium, where it is located. Mostly this type of epithelium is located in our body cavities, alveoli of lungs, proximal tubule of kidneys, and covering of the skin and tongue. See, the function of this squamous epithelial tissue is to protect the organs from the mechanical injuries and drying and invasion of germs. Suppose if the tissues are not covering all these organs, straight away the germs will enter into the organs and get damaged, or the organs may be damaged by this, organs may be infected by these germs or the disease causing microbes. So therefore, this type of epithelial tissue are found in the body cavities, ducts, on the surface of tongue, skin, and all other places. When you see the structure of this squamous epithelial tissue, it is flat in shape and it has irregular boundaries. The irregular boundaries are connecting or joining one cell to another. Next, it has the prominent nuclei in the center of every cell of the squamous epithelial cell. So these are the informations about the squamous epithelial cells. Since they are looking like a tile which is found in our that is a car shed, or that tile is called as see, we are using the tiles of our covering the surface of the earth when we are parking the car or anything. That is called as a permanent tile. It looks like a tile-like structure. Therefore, this epithelial tissue, squamous epithelial tissue, is called as a permanent membrane, right? So these are the information about this squamous epithelial tissue. It is found under the simple epithelial tissue because this tissue is made up of only single layer of epithelial cells. It is followed by the next single layer of epithelial cells which are found in our body, and these cells are functions as the secretory cells, that is absorptive cells. So that type of cells, type of simple epithelium, is called as a cuboidal epithelium. Why this cuboidal epithelium is called as cuboidal epithelium? Means the cells are looking like a cube-like structure, cubical cells. Then The nucleus is round and lies in the center. See, the position of nucleus will vary from cell to cell or tissue to tissue. You see, in the squamous epithelial cells, the nucleus is found at the center of the cell, whereas you compare the ciliated epithelial cells or columnar epithelial cells, the nucleus is found at the base of the cell. So why I am mentioning this? Location or position of nucleus will vary from tissue to tissue or cell to cell. But in squamous epithelium, it is prominent. But in cuboidal epithelium, the nucleus is found at the center of the cell. This tissue is present in the thyroid vesicles. See, thyroid gland which is located one on either side of the trachea in the neck region of human. See, each thyroid gland is made up of a number of cells are called as acini. Acinus, name of the cell. See, in this thyroid gland, the thyroid vesicles are having this type of epithelial tissue, namely cuboidal epithelial tissue. Not only in thyroid vesicles, but also it is found salivary glands, sweat glands, all the glandular structures, and exocrine pancreas. That means pancreas is a dual gland. The pancreatic gland will act as a exocrine because it has the duct, pancreatic duct. On the surface of pancreas, another patches of tissues are embedded. That tissues are called as islets of Langerhans. So, islets of Langerhans is an endocrine gland because these Langerhans are not having any duct for their secretions. But where these cuboidal epithelial or cubical cells are found means only it is found in the exocrine pancreatic gland, pancreas, right? So, all these glandular structures, the cuboidal epithelial tissue or cuboidal epithelial cells are found. The very, very vital functions of these cells is secretion, that is production of certain chemicals, enzymes. See, here exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands produce a chemical substance is called as the enzymes. So varieties of enzymes are produced or secreted by these cuboidal epithelial cells which are found in the above mentioned glands. And then these glands are also having absorptive nature, absorption. So the main function is secretion and absorption. It is also found in the intestine and tubular part of the nephron as microvilli that increase the absorptive surface area. See, in the microvilli, that is in the kidney tubules, it is found as the microvilli which is absorptive in nature. It absorbs the essential substances which are required for our growth and development will be excreted along with the glomerular filtrate, that is called as urine, right? Not urine, but the urine is formed from the filtrate after the absorption of all these vital substances which are required for our growth and development. Thus, this cuboidal epithelial tissue is found in all these organs, all these ducts, all these glands which are doing the respective function such as absorption and secretion, right? Next, we will discuss about another important simple epithelial tissue is called as a columnar. Column, say, according to the shape of these cells of this tissue is called as a columnar epithelial tissue because it looks like a column, it looks like a pillar, it looks like a elongated, slender, pillar-like cells. When you see the position of the nucleus or the place where the nucleus is found in the cell means the nucleus is found at the bottom of each and every column-like cell is called as a columnar epithelial cells. Say, and where they are located in the human body, their nuclei are located at the base. It is found lining the stomach. See, in the stomach layer, the inner lining of the stomach is made up of A column like cell is called as columnar epithelial cell. You may ask why the columnar epithelial cell is found in the inner lining of the stomach. See, columnar epithelium is also doing the dual functions. One is absorption, another one is secretion. It secretes some mucous substances in order to lubricate the food or in order to protect the stomach layer from the erotic nature of the dilute HCl produced by the stomach. The another one is absorption. It absorbs certain chemicals, certain water substances immediately as soon as these substances will reach to the stomach. So absorption and secretion, these are the two vital functions of the columnar epithelial cells that are found in the organs like stomach, intestine, and all these places. Right. Next, colon, oviducts. Oviducts, it is found in the lower organisms. Fallopian duct, it is found in the human female. So through this duct, the ovum is rolled into the broad duct area is called as isthmic or isthmic region, where the ovum is stayed for some days. That is 2 days, 48 hours, it will be in alive condition. Right. So that we can study in a detailed manner when we discuss about the human female reproductive system. So oviduct, it is a word related to the lower organisms, but it is in the case of mammals or human beings, fallopian duct. Oviducts is otherwise called as fallopian duct. The inner lining of the fallopian duct is made up of columnar epithelial tissue or columnar epithelial cells, where they are doing absorptive and secretory function. They are mainly involved in secretion and absorption. Right. So the picture is clearly telling you that the structure of this tissue. It is followed by the next simple epithelium is called as ciliated epithelium. Cilia, a minute hairy structure which is found in the free end of the columnar epithelial tissues. Since these tissues, these cells of the tissue is bearing or having cilia in the free end of this cells of the tissue is called as ciliated. Cilia bearing, cilia having cells. That is why it is named as ciliated. Where they are located? They are located in the trachea, bronchiole, then the fallopian duct, and the kidney tubules. Why? To move the particles or mucus towards the specific direction. That is the very, very important function or vital function of the tissue, ciliated epithelial tissue. So the diagram, you can see the structure of this tissue. Here the nucleus is also found at the bottom and not evenly it is distributed in all the cells. See, some cells it is having bottom, some cells it is having in the center. So irregular position of the nucleus of these cells are seen in the picture. Right. Next, now I will read, you follow. Certain columnar cells bear numerous delicate hair-like outgrowths called cilia and are called ciliated epithelium. Their function is to move particles or mucus in a specific direction over the epithelium. It is seen in the trachea and the windpipe, trachea of windpipe, bronchioles of respiratory tract, kidney tubules, and fallopian tubes of oviduct nu கொடுத்துருக்கான். fallopian tubes of human female அப்படின்னு மாற்றிக்க. fallopian duct, oviduct, both are same. Oviduct is related to the duct which is found in the lower organisms. That is the duct is arised from the ovary towards the uterus or towards the womb. ரைட்டா? நம்ம ஹையர் அனிமலில் அந்த ஓவிடக்டை என்ன பேரில் சொல்கிறோம்னா fallopian duct. ரைட், போத் ஆர் சேம். அப்போ fallopian duct ஆஃப் ஓவிடக்டுங்கிறது இட் இஸ் ராங். fallopian duct ஆஃப் ஹியூமன் ஃபீமேல் அப்படி வச்சு. ரைட்டா? ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட்டு கிளாண்டுலர். கிளாண்டுனாவே என்ன? A structure or an organ which is functioning as a secretory unit. Any organ or any cell or any gland or any tissue which is capable of producing certain substances from their free ends, such glands are called as such a glandular nature of such a tissue is called as a glandular or epithelium. So all the glands are made up of glandular epithelium. எது ஏதாவது சுரப்பி இருந்துச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு பேரே வந்து கிளான்ஸ்னு அர்த்தம், ரைட்டா? பட் திஸ் டைப் ஆஃப் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் டைப் ஆஃப் glandular epithelial cells are found only in the glandular structures. The free end of these epithelial cells are producing the substance. That substance may be the enzymes, maybe the hormones, maybe the chemical substances which are very essential for the physiological activities of the human body, right? Listen. Epithelial cells are often modified to form specialized glandular cells which secrete chemical substances at the epithelial surface. This lines the gastric glands, pancreatic tubules, and intestinal glands. So these are the glands, these are the glandular epithelial cells that are found in different locations of the human body, which are doing their secretions for the physiological activities or functional activities of the human body, right? Diagram is given, right? So epithelial tissue which is made up of a single layer of cells, only the cells are arranged in a single layer, it is called as நம்ம என்ன சொல்கிறோம், simple epithelial tissue. Now let us discuss what is compound epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue which is made up of multi-layer of cells, many layer of cells. So since the tissue is made up of many layer of cells, they look like a striated appearance, right? அடுக்கடுக்கா தெரியும். So the compound epithelial tissue is also called as a stratified epithelium. Stratified epithelium, right? You listen. It consists of more than one layer of cells and gives a stratified appearance. Hence, they are also known as stratified epithelium. The main function of this epithelium is to give protection to the underlying tissues against mechanical and chemical stress. So, the main function of this compound epithelial tissue is to protect the underlying tissues from the mechanical and chemical stress or injuries, right? Next, they also cover the dry surface of the skin, the moist surface of the buccal cavity and pharynx, right? Dry surface of the skin is covered by the compound epithelium. Then the moist surface of the buccal cavity is also protected by this compound epithelium. So they are found also in the pharynx, throat region, right? So these are the informations about the compound epithelium. Now, do you know epithelial tissue in the skin functions as waterproof membrane, ரைட்டா? இப்போ மேலே இருக்கு இல்லையா, இல்லாட்டி போனால் வாட்டர் உள்ளே விழுந்தால் உள்ளே அப்சர்ப் ஆகிரும். ஆனால் வாட்டர் அப்சர்ப் ஆகுதா நம்ம குளிக்கும்போது? அப்சர்ப் ஆகலை. பிகாஸ் the epithelial tissue which will form the cover around the skin of the human body which acts as, which works as, functions as the waterproof membrane. That's all about this simple and compound epithelium.